Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at two new vinyls from the Ultra Monster series. On the left we have number 126 Gilbaris, and then over here we have 127 ThunderKiller. So these are two new vinyls. I believe we've had these characters in vinyl form before, but I believe they were both the larger vinyls. And what they're doing now is they're going around and taking a lot of the larger vinyls and making them smaller and more affordable, which is definitely something I can get on board with, because I have a few of the super large vinyls. They're usually anywhere from like $20 and up. And they're very neat, they're very impressive, but they're very large and they take up a lot of space, and I don't have a ton of room for them. So I kind of swore off buying the larger ones. And right around the time I did, they kind of stopped making the larger ones, so it kind of worked out perfectly. And now we get these smaller, around $5 a piece vinyls that are a lot more manageable and easy to collect. So I love it. I absolutely love the downsizing of all of the kaiju. Plus it makes sense. They're more in scale with your Ultra vinyl, so it kind of makes sense, all the different Ultraman vinyls that you probably have in your collection. So taking a look first at Gilbaris. This guy is massive, but of course he's the excellent color scheme of gold, black, and purple, which always looks sharp. The metallic purple I think really looks good, have a little bit of red as well. He has these giant shoulder pauldrons that just kind of move around, and he also has some tail articulation, but that is about it. Now he actually gets some gold here on the back, which is pretty neat. I'm assuming, are these supposed to be some kind of like Gatling gun type situations? These all kind of look like cannons here on the back. Been a minute since I've seen Gilbaris in action, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, but very cool vinyl. I like them a lot. I love the monster vinyls. Like I said, they're inexpensive. They're about $5 a piece before shipping, so super easy to obtain and fun to collect. And they don't have a ton of articulation, but they usually have a decent amount of paint, and they just look sharp. Very, very cool. Now moving on to ThunderKiller. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is one of the combined forms using the kaiju metals, but I could be wrong. In either case, I know this guy existed previously. I forget, I want to say maybe in Geed or Orb, when they sold the larger version of this guy. But really nice paint applications. You have the gold. Unfortunately, you do see here on the shoulder where it just kind of stops down the middle. It would have been nice if they could have painted just this whole shoulder piece, because it's nice. They did, you can see the line here where they normally would have stopped, but they did paint both sides here. And they did continue this paint all on the back, which I appreciate. That's all they would have had to do. Just this little bit on each side, and that would have been perfect. That's all I would have expected. But again, tail articulation, arm swivel, that's about it. But overall, very, very cool. Really liking the look of these. Very nicely detailed. I mean, that's the other nice thing. They always have a ton of detail. So if you have any kind of customizing ability, I do not personally, but if you're someone who does, you could definitely paint these more, because the detail is there. It's all molded in. It's just a matter of the paint that they themselves applied, which is usually pretty good. Like I said, 9 times out of 10 they do a pretty good job of painting these, but sometimes they just have to leave a little bit out. I mean, usually the back is pretty sparse. That's kind of par for the course for vinyls, but yeah, I really like both of these. Very nicely detailed, very nicely painted for the most part. Very inexpensive, both about $4 to $5 before shipping, so I can't recommend them enough. Real quick, I want to show off the little tags. Here is Gilbaris, and these are just empty, but they have the QR code, so when they sold them at the store, they had something to scan. But pretty cool artwork there, 126. And then over here, 127 ThunderKiller. So, again, empty. But yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, I like them. Nothing to complain about. Well, alright, if I had something to complain about, it would be that small little amount of paint right there, but I won't harp on it. Very cool. Definitely recommend picking these up. I'm always a big proponent of Ultraman vinyls and Ultra Monster vinyls. Always a good time. Always a pretty good bargain for what you pay. What you get is good for what you pay. So I recommend checking them out. I got these from HLJ. You could try HLJ still. Ami, Mandarake, Amazon Japan even carries them. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe I did get these from Amazon Japan. I think these might have been a few. There was a small number that HLJ just for whatever reason skipped. Never got them, never mentioned them. Don't know why. I think I did get these from Amazon Japan. But yeah, again, still pretty inexpensive. So check them out. I think they're pretty cool. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.